are watching Where Are They Now? With your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lowman, and this evening I have the phenomenal pleasure of interviewing T. Pablo, musician, songwriter, harmonica player, percussionist, producer, CEO of Detroit Hot Radio, Derrion Music, Accurate Advertising, Detroit Hot Television, and Las Vegas Hot Radio. T. Pablo, let's just jump right in. Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
What schools did you attend?
Started off with George Washington Carver School. Then I went to Clinton Junior High. And then I went to Oak Park High. I went to Lewis Business College, which is a HBCU. And I went to Oakland University.
I know that you have written lots of music. So let's talk a little bit about what your catalog looked like. How much music have you written?
I guess you could say about close to 100 records.
Wow. Not only did you write these songs, you produced these songs. And
yes.
Are you playing any of them on your radio station?
I'm playing one, a smooth jazz one. We had a blues rotation on the radio. We took it out, so I don't play my blues there anymore.
Well, is that something you might consider doing in the future again?
Sure. In the Detroit market, blues is not a good rotation. Now that Southern Soul starting to pick up a little bit.
We're going to talk a little bit about some of the folk who influenced you.
My early influence was Jimmy Reed. He played harmonica. I remember as a little boy, my mother was a hairdresser and she used to listen to Jimmy Reed. And I would be running around with my cowboy gun on and listen to Jimmy Reed play the harmonica. I was fascinated by the sound. My uncle saw that I was fascinated by the song. He bought me a harmonica. I'm always reminded what age I was when he bought me my first harmonica. I was 8 or 9.
Okay, he bought you a harmonica, and then what'd you do with that harmonica?
I started doing what any kid would do, blowing in and out. In my community, they had a field like we have in Detroit. You got the field over there where they play the blues. I grew up with that kind of environment. John Lee Hooker and people like that used to come out to the field and play. So one day I had my harmonica. I just walked up with the band, didn't ask, and I started playing. Da, da, da. And one of the musicians said, "Boy, get off the stage." And John Lee Hooker said, "No, let him play, let him play." And somehow, I guess they was rocking with it, So
that was the start of your career?
Started me playing, that's for sure. But you can say career, I guess. Yeah,
that's when you got started. Do you play any other instruments?
I play drums, keyboards, not professionally, just something I do to write music. I played drums in church. I played a little bit of guitar. I played trumpet, French horn, flute, and percussions, and a little saxophone.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the people that you have played with.
Many, many, many. Detroit was home to Motown and jazz. A lot of the jazz greats come out of Detroit. Motown used jazz greats to make their sound. The Motown sound come from jazz artists. And so I played with the Miracles Band in Motown through Dr. Beans Bowles. I played with his son's group first, the Other Brothers. And then I started doing sessions with different people. Started doing the jazz with Teddy Harris, Harold McKinney, Marcus Belgrave. I recorded with Ralph Armstrong, Perry Hughes. It's just a plethora of musicians. It's taking all day to name them.
So you've played with many greats.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what you think was your most remembered performance and who sticks out in your mind.
With Marcus Belgrave, New Detroit Jazz Ensemble, 18-piece orchestra. Kenny Garrett, who went on to play with Miles Davis, was in the band. And Greg Cook, the bass player. We were the 3 youngest cats in the band. The audiences we played in front of, each time we played, mesmerized me. And I'll never forget that. Those were my most memorable.
Wow. I can only imagine what that must have been like being on a stage in front of thousands of people. Were you nervous?
I like to say no, because I was so anxious to play. But I guess that was nervous energy right there. I'm just dying to play. It wasn't like I had stage fright. I was the least stage frightened person in the world because you had to grab me to stop me from getting to that stage. So I never got nervous. They say if you don't have nervousness, something is wrong with you. Something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess
I'm nervous even after speaking years in front of lots of people. I get butterflies outside.
No, I cannot speak in front of people good. I definitely nervous.
Well, I can speak, but I certainly can't play an instrument, neither can I sing. I know that you sing.
I try to sing a little bit. Growing up in the band, I sung the background, and I led a couple of songs. I led one of James Brown's songs called Payback. Payback, you mother. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. I used to do that song. And I got rights from Horace Silver, Song for My Father. I got the rights to re-record that song, and I re-recorded it. I just never put it out.
And I've heard you sing that song, so I know you can sing. Even if you say it's only a couple songs. So have you considered maybe putting that song out?
Here's what I do know. If you put a song out and it become a hit, you're going to be demanded to do the work. I have so much work to do with my businesses. And I have to weigh which one I have the most passion for, and I have the most passion for the business. People say, man, you good, man, you need to go play. I just don't have that passion like I used to.
Right.
So I know if I put it out and the demand come, I'm going to be one of those old guys talking about I'm tired. All the gigs, I'm tired.
You need to hit the road, sir. Yeah. Would you say, nah, you don't think so? Let's talk a little bit about what is it like to own radio stations? And where did you start? Take me back to where you began.
Well, I started in 1998, 99. I started with Speak Up Radio. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to Black Voice Radio, then Detroit Hot Radio. I've been here ever since.
You also had a television program.
Yeah, I had a television program. We still operate a television show on Detroit Hot Television. It's called Where Are They Now? Of course, you're the host with the most. It's been a wonderful journey with that show. That's for sure.
Before Where Are They Now, you had a television show, Detroit 313?
Detroit Class 313. The show was about the issues and concerns of women. Mm-hmm. So we brought a lot of women's issues. My philosophy growing up was that the matriarchs were the ones that really made sure the family was in place. Daddy's was always working. Mama was the one that nurtured you, taught you the golden rule, showed you how to make your bed, wash the dishes, all these kind of things. Yeah. And so I made a show specifically designed for women's issues. And that was on WGPR television, R.J. Watkins station, the first Black TV station. I had two other radio shows. One was Let's Talk About It. Mm-hmm. And the other one was Speak Up Radio, broadcasted in India.
Well, let me take you back a little bit, because you've had radio, television. Is that what you majored in school?
Well, I majored in mass media. Mm-hmm. So media has always been one of my main interests, because I understood that the media controls the minds of the people. Even my mother says she knows it's true because she saw it on television. So I'm thinking, people believe that before they believe me. You understand? So I say, well, let me get into this, see what it's about. After a year in the mass media, I got the business bug. And then I started my journey in business, starting with landscaping, then painting, interior and exterior decorating. And then I went to the heavy equipment business, operating bulldozers and backhoes and tractors. And then I settled in with tractor trailer trucks. And that's how I really made my living. I quit the music industry to do that.
So how long were you out of the industry before you came back?
I would play off and on. I didn't dedicate myself to it like I did my trucking business.
Well, tell us a little bit about what brought you back to the music industry and to radio and now to record label.
What brought me back to radio especially was that I saw a need in the Detroit musical family of getting airplay. When I was growing up, there were a lot of Black radio stations in Detroit, WGPR, WCHB, WJLB. They was playing Black music. WCHB broke the Temptations and all them, they back in the day. Then they all went away. So now the conglomerates of FM were biased in what they programmed into the station. So you can go up to the station that's located in Detroit with your music, and they wouldn't play it. You had to be connected to a distributor that was well known to get your music played. And when I saw that, I said, well, I would like to own a radio station. I didn't know how I was going to do it. It always stayed on my mind. Even when I was driving trucks, I'd leave Detroit, then the signal would drop. Right. That said, I wanted me a satellite radio. I wanted to follow me wherever I went. As a result of that concept, I developed Detroit Hot Radio, which is a internet and satellite radio station. You can hear it anywhere in the world.
Wow. 24/7?
24/7. I own it lock, stock, and barrel. CEO. One of the few black totally owned. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't quite understand. They seem to think that internet radio is not widespread. Farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah, it's so widespread that every terrestrial radio station that you know of has the internet wing to reach more, because the local terrestrial radio station, FM station, only serve in a certain demographic. That circles, they own that circle, then another radio station own the next circle, and the next circle, and the next circle. Whereas internet radio covers everybody. There's no limit.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you own Detroit, Las Vegas, Hot Radio, and then you decide that you want to do something else. Let's take a break and listen to some music that you produced on Derrion Music for Lady K. I Know He's Cheating. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about that on the other side. And we will be right back.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and wherever I'm performing, I listen to Detroit Hot Radio. Plays all the music that we all love. Detroit Hot Radio. But I knew something wasn't right. But since he paying my bills, I guess I'ma be alright. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. He came home late one night. Ooh, smelling really sweet. He jumped in the shower, y'all, and jumped into the sheets. I rolled my back and turned, y'all, and went right off to sleep. Yeah, I really ain't got time for your lie. Well, I'm finna catch some sheep. Well, but I knew something wasn't right. But since he paid my bills, I guess I'ma be alright. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him go, no. That's my man, and I love him for sure.
Hi, this is Dianne Hart. Be sure to catch my shows as we interview politicians and special guests on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on The Opening Statement, the Lit TV network on Roku. Also, watch Where Are They Now as I interview entertainers of yesterday and today at 7:30 p.m. Detroit Hot TV on Facebook. Thank you.
You are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome back to Where They Now. I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lowman. My special guest this evening is none other than T. Pablo. What a bad jam. So let's talk about that song and the recording artist.
That song, I Know He's Cheating. I'm going to tell you how Lady K told me she developed it. She said that there are women who have 19 kids by a guy. The guy's taking care of these kids, and they're doing well, and then he cheat on her. So she gets rid of him. And Lady K say, wrong move. That guy taking care of all them kids, and now you want to do it by yourself? Okay, he cheated. You ain't never got to make love to him or have sex with him, whatever you want to do. You want him to take care of those kids. So don't kick him out. See, that's my man. He's paying my bills. She ain't gonna let nobody take that away. He gonna stay right here.
That music says that she loved her man.
Yeah.
She says, I love him. Wow, what a jam. What a jam. So let's talk a little bit about Derrion Music. What prompted that move for you to start a record label?
Again, I saw a need. There are a lot of record labels.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a different approach. Well, I knew I was going to be more honest. Record labels get a bad rap, you know what I mean? So I said, well, I'm going to be honest and see what happened. Even while I was pursuing this label, there were times when I could have been dishonest and benefited, capitalized, but I refused to. That was my motto. I did it because I wanted to help someone. That was the main goal. Even with the radio station, to help people get heard on the radio, to help people get heard in the music industry. That was my reason.
For starting Derrion Music.
Yes.
How difficult is it to have a record label?
Very difficult, because there are a lot of nuances that you don't think about, that you have to consult attorneys and people who already were established in the business that could pull your coat, because it's easy to get tripped up if you don't know all the nuances and all the different moves that is being made, not only by the artists, but by managers and recording studios, things like that. They can steal your music, all these kind of things. So it's very difficult. It can be a labor of love. Difficult work is what I've did most of my life. I enjoy it. Saying that it's difficult don't mean somebody can't do it or won't have fun doing it. It's just hard work.
How much time do you think you spend every day working?
Too much.
Don't laugh. Way too much.
Well, as you know, I wake up doing it. And if you don't tell me get off that doggone computer, I'll go to sleep on it. So it's always stuff I have to do.
What do you think is the most difficult part of owning a record label, and how do you market it and how to get the information out? That's where you spend most of your time.
Definitely, and most of my money. It ain't free. You put out a record, you got a lot of marketing to do and a lot of airtime to pursue, different things you got to do to make that record a hit. Just because you made a record don't mean it's going to be a hit. I know plenty of people got records at home, they ain't doing nothing. They don't have either the connections or the economic ability. Of course, the internet has made it quite easier, but it's very difficult to make money streaming music.
Right.
1 million streams is only worth $4,000. I have people, I got 100,000 streams. You probably got $4 or $5 too. So, but if you can sell records,
right,
even if it's out the trunk of your car, I can sell 2 records and make more money than I made in 2 years with streams. Okay.
And I suppose a lot of entertainers really just don't begin to understand that.
I hope so. Because if we can all understand that, we don't really need the streaming service no more. We can reinstitute selling records. However, what I saw happen was that the CEOs of the big distributor companies saw that the rappers, the young people who were doing a bang up job being their own CEOs and being their own distributors, and they was making tons and tons of money off their records. And it was cutting out the big conglomerates. Of course, that's an economic war. They was planning on winning that war. So they devised a program where they eliminate listening equipment like CD players to make streaming more attractive or more needed. A lot of people haven't traded in their cars. They got CD players in it. They haven't thrown away their CD players that's in their stereo systems.
Right.
They're still good. And, you got USBs you can make. We're on a drive to eliminate streaming. Let me put it that way.
So let's talk a little bit about what kind of music is Lady K singing.
Southern soul music. Lady K is a Southern soul artist. My label is dedicated to Southern soul, but I do have hip hop artists. Lady K is probably one of the fastest rising Southern soul artists out there. Already she's been recruited to do a world tour. Her music has been on a good 2 years. I attributed that to songs like Where Them Fans At, Gotta Have 3, King George and them. They're young guys, right? They're young people.
Right.
And they made it more popular. They took up where Johnny Taylor and Tyrone Davis and them left off. So
if I was an entertainer and I wanted to reach out to you because I'm looking for a record label, how could they get in touch with you?
Email me at DerrionRecords@gmail.com. You're looking for radio play, you can go to DetroitHotRadio@gmail.com. Again, that's DetroitHotRadio@gmail.com. The record label is DerrionRecords@gmail.com. So you can email me there, or you can call the office 646-8627. 646-8627.
313-646-8627.
Correct.
And that's Detroit Hot Radio.
Yes.
Okay. So listen, you all, you heard it right here. If you have some music, you think your music is ready for a label, reach out to T. Pablo, 313-646-8627, and he'll be waiting, ready to sign you. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with some of the shows that you're working on right now.
Right now, we have a show in Atlanta for Juneteenth. It's a Southern Soul show produced by Radio Airplay He loved Lady K, and he said he wanted Lady K to be on one of his shows down in Atlanta, along with L. Chauncey, who is a producer for the show, L. Chauncey. He's also an artist. We're supposed to be there this Juneteenth from the 18th to the 20th.
Right.
She's going to hit the stage down there. This is the same touring that comes to Detroit at the Fox Theater.
Right.
As you know, we all were invited as his guests at the Fox. When King George was there, we were invited based on Lady K's record. They liked her record, so they wanted to meet people behind the label and the artist. So me, you, and Lady K and all that, we all went down there and had a good time. He liked what he heard, and he said, okay, we got a show coming up, and we want her to be on it in Atlanta for Juneteenth.
Absolutely. And I'm excited. Listen, we're going to take another break. And we're going to listen to another song that you produced, and Lady K is singing Do What You Gotta Do. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about what Lady K says inspired that song, and we will be right back.
Yeah. What you want to do with it? If I give it to you, what you gonna do? I'm that kind of lady, you're that kind of man. Touching me on the floor, caress me with your hands. Ain't nobody tonight gonna do me right like you. Yes, I'm with you, baby, let's see what it does. As I move my body from left to right. Boy, you got that swag on, you're looking out of sight. You smelling sexy with that good cologne. Keep on dancing on me, baby, you really turn me on. You can do what you gotta do. So while you tripping, I can see you tripping, baby. You can do what you gotta do. So while you tripping, I can see you illin', baby. As we leave the club, you know it's time to go back to your crib, babe. Hurry up and slam that door. The clock is ticking like 1, 2, and 3. Can't you feel this heat, babe, jumping right off of me? You said you ain't never felt no one like this. As you grab my head, we hug and kiss. I said I'm yours today, and I'm sexy brown. When you come for me, boy, you know how it goes down. You can do what you gotta do. So while you're tripping, I can see you tripping, baby. You can do what you gotta do. So while you're tripping, I can see you illin', baby. You can hug me from the front, you can hug me from the back. Make me grab my head, babe, I'm gonna have a heart attack. You can squeeze me from the right, you can squeeze me from the left. Make me grab my legs, babe, I'm running out of breath. You can hold me from the front, you can hold me from the back. Make me grab my legs, babe, I want it just like that. You can kiss me on the right, you can kiss me on the left. Make me grab my legs, baby, I'm running out of breath. You can do what you gotta do. So while you're tripping, I can see you tripping, baby. You can do what you need to do. So while you're illin', I can see you illin', baby. You can do what you gotta do, baby. You can do what you need to do. So while you're tripping.
Detroit Hot Television, on the cutting edge of urban internet TV.
It's a new day for Detroit radio. It's internet radio. Make sure you're streaming in your car. Detroit's digital radio station for a new generation. DetroitHotRadio.com. Terrestrial radio can't do what we do because we are setting a new standard in Detroit. The best Detroit artists are here, along with all your national favorites. The most music 24/7 by all your local favorites, like Anita Baker, Michael Henderson, Kim,
So how did you find your way back in
and the Dramatics. If they're from Detroit, they're heard here. This is where Detroit turns for R&B from yesterday and today.
24-karat magic in the air.
Detroit Hot Radio.
You are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome back to Where They Now. I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lowman. This evening, my special guest is my one and only love, T. Pablo. What a bad jam. Let's talk a little bit about what did she say inspired that song.
The reason she wrote that song was that she found that a lot of men were afraid to approach her. She said that they be illin'. She said, just do what you got to do. Don't worry. I guess it's hard to tell a man that to his face.
Ask me for my phone number or whatever it is you're trying to do. Stop
do something.
fooling around.
Exactly. That inspired that song.
And that is a bad song. I enjoy all of her music. She has a couple other songs, and we're going to talk about those.
Well, she has another song called Nobody. Now, this song is a very heartfelt song. It's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful song. It's a slow song. Another song she has is Rolling With My Baby. The hook is Rolling With My Baby down I-75 with the top down. It's a good song. It's a summer song. It's a fun song. And, I-75 is the main hub from Detroit to Miami. It goes through Atlanta. It goes through all the major cities along the way, so it's really a good road to drive just to have a road trip. Yeah.
That is true. If you had to give some advice to some of our young up-and-coming individuals in the music industry, whether it's for radio or record labels, what advice would you give?
It's going to sound cliche-ish, and I know all the other musicians say it. Don't give up. Do not give up. People tell you, oh, that don't sound right. If you think it sounds good, cool. And learn the business, the music business. I would suggest you even pick up a book called The Business of Music. It's the Bible of music. Also, when you turn professional and you want to do records and stuff like that, and people approach you and want to do business, put it on paper, get you a contract. I tell artists, even just doing a gig at the club, get 50% of your money now. And when you show up, get your other 50%. You ain't got to play. Get your money when you show up, because a lot of times you can get through playing. All of a sudden they say they ain't got no money. So get it in writing, what you agree to.
Ooh.
Learn your craft. If you're a singer, strengthen your voice. If you're an instrumentalist, learn how to play.
When you say learn how to play, or what are we talking about? I mean, every day you have to invest some time in that.
Yeah, let me say it correctly. Practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Practice is very important. Learn your craft.
Right.
Practice.
What has kept you in this field? Because you've gone from radio to television to record label. What do you think has just kept you here in this space?
The drive to win. I refuse to lose. I never lost. I refuse to lose. Even when times get hard, I tell myself I'm really winning, because you have to go through something to get something, no matter what it is. Like a salesman. When you knock on the door, you're going to get a lot of no's. But one of those doors is going to say yes. So get your nose out the way, because yes is coming.
And keep knocking on doors, huh? Don't stop. Tell us something that you'd like to tell us that none of us know. I should know already, hopefully, right? But just in case, tell us a little bit about something you'd like us to know, though, about T. Pablo.
Well, I don't know if people know it or if they sense it. I care about my people passionately. My ethnicity, my clan, my color. I care about it passionately. When I see them doing stuff that makes them look ridiculous, for lack of a better term, the community looking stupid and people acting crazy and things like that, there's a reason for it. You want to bring solutions.
Right.
Sometimes the solutions can sound harsh. It can sound as if you're anti-something.
Right.
You're anti this, you're anti that. That's because we've been conditioned to accept certain things as normal, even if it's violence against us. Some of us say, well, you know how it is. We're low on the totem pole, and that's how they treat us. I refuse to accept that as a normal reaction or excuse, whatever you want to call it. And I know we can do better. They think I'm a troublemaker that way. You're going to make the white man mad. I don't care, right? I think they might know that I love my people to the point where I will challenge the social norms, beliefs. I'll challenge it. How do you know what you know? That was the first question I was asked. How do you know what you know? You gonna say, somebody told me, I read it in a book, or I experienced it. Now, when you say I experienced it, that's the most important one. So you have to ask yourself, how do you know what you know?
Wow, experience is a real teacher. That's for certain. So now you all know where T. Pablo is today. He is what? CEO of Derrion Music, Detroit Hot Radio, Las Vegas Hot Radio. He's got another surprise coming soon, you all. So we're going to hold that one and let you all know about it a little bit later on as it begins to progress. I also want to go back to the Juneteenth happening in Atlanta, the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th in Piedmont Park, where Lady K will be performing. There will be 3 days of concerts. You want to really get away for Juneteenth, come on down to Atlanta and watch our performer do her thing. She's a bad, bad girl. You all had a listening party not long ago, and it was, I understand, off the chain. Too bad I couldn't be there. I wish I could have been. But
her listening party was off the chain. It was really successful. We definitely targeted who we want to be there, but we didn't shut the door on anybody.
Right.
So we had some record producers there and radio people there. And it went off pretty good. Everybody had a good time. The food was good.
That's good. That's good. Well, I want to thank you for allowing me this opportunity to interview you. I know most people are probably saying, what do you mean? Well, I'm in sunny Florida and my husband is in Detroit. On the serious note, though, Where Are They Now was the brainchild of Pete Peterson.
Yeah, Pete Peterson, who was an executive with Motown. He was the chief executive officer and accountant. He was responsible for Motown moving to California to do movies. He's also a songwriter and producer. He has a catalog that has historical music like She's a Bad Mama Jamma and Express Yourself, songs that's used in movies and advertising. He came up with an idea. He said, well, look, I know a lot of artists who people haven't heard from. Why don't we put a show together called Where Are They Now? I say, great. Perfect. And that's how I started.
Well, let me just tell you, all of y'all know some entertainers that I should interview. Don't hesitate to reach out. I am always happy to interview stars, even if you're up and coming and you haven't made quite stardom yet, but you're on your way. I don't mind giving you that opportunity and playing your music on our radio station. You can find me every Wednesday night on The Opening Statement on Roku on the Lit TV network. Thursday nights, you can find me right here on Where Are They Now at 7:30 on Detroit Hot Television. Be sure to also listen to Detroit Hot Radio every single day, 24/7. Drive home, morning in, listen to Detroit Hot Radio. Don't forget to also go to my YouTube page, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and each time I put up a new video, you will get a notice. So thank you all so much for watching the show tonight. You can catch this show on all of the social medias. Sweetheart, thank you very much for allowing me this opportunity to interview you.
I just want to say that I know you down in Florida at the Capitol because you're a legislator, and I miss you so much, and I want to know you look absolutely beautiful tonight. I'll be in Florida in a few days. I can't wait to get to you. Yes. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing you in person, sweetheart. Love you too. Good night.
outside. All right, baby. All right, girl. Bye-bye. Riding with my baby down Shetland Fire. Rolling with the top down, feeling the vibe. The wind's blowing fast and free. Keeping my right hand always me. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. It's an ocean view, just me and you. Switching lane to lane, I'm so into you. Doing 65 in a 55. Ride with my baby down 75. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Sitting in the park, touching private parts, enchanted with romance. Let's give love a chance, doing what we do, 'cause I'm so into you, 'cause my love is true. Sitting in the park, touching private parts, enchanted with romance. Let's give love a chance, doing what we do, 'cause I'm so into you, 'cause you're my boo. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down. Rolling with my baby down I-75 with the top down.
Detroit Hot Television, on the cutting edge of urban internet TV.
Hi, this is Dianne Hart. Be sure to catch my shows as we interview politicians and special guests on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on The Opening Statement, the Lit TV network on Roku. Also, watch Where Are They Now as I interview entertainers of yesterday and today at 7:30 p.m. Detroit Hot TV